local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. As he sponsors every May three-pointer for Colonel and Lady Colonel basketball. Layup coast to coast is no good by Branson. Colonel's largest lead at 24. With a minute 40 remaining in the half, Johnston will take the shot. Back arm, no good. Picked up by Suggs. Over to Davenport, who shovels it off to Branson for the layup. The Colonels now with a 26-point advantage. Scotty, does the running clock run in the first or second half?
Second half for sure. If both coaches, well, if the coach that's trailing agrees to it, then it starts in the first half.
All right, looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Henderson County takes a 30-second timeout. We'll come back with more action here at Colonel Gym.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help.
Transfer for Michigan. Reed got it to full. As smooth as his baritone sax playing. Nemhard waved off the screen, got into the body of Mahaney. Nemhard turned the corner. He's a nightmare.
But this would happen. The first initial, you want to go under the screen with Nemhard, force him to be a shooter. But then he came back and pushed the screen lower. That allowed him to turn the corner. That time you can't go under because now it's...
Welcome back to live action. A minute 18 to go in the first half. With Dawson Springs with the basketball. Out front it goes to Johnston. Montgomery moves on the basket. Off the glass, no good. And rebounded by Branson of Henderson. And the Colonels, that's what they like to do tonight, off and running. Johnson will take a three. And it goes. A WB three for Xavion Johnson. Three-pointers brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner.
Colonel 7 of 12 from three-point line in the first half.
That'll win you a few ball games, Scotty, especially in the first half, getting you off to a quick start. And Scotty's going to get a word from the coach at halftime. That one's no good. Over the back, though, it looks like that rebound is up and good as Plunkett went over Johnson to get it. And the putback from about 4 feet away goes. And we're 30 seconds from the end of the quarter. Colonel's 44 and Dawson Springs 17. A 27-point advantage for the Colonels so far. Colonels looking to hold it for the last shot. Coach Tyler Smithart shouting instructions off to our right. Coach Mickey Ballou seated about 10 feet from our left here. 5 seconds to go. Davenport gets a good look, and it's blocked by Deaver. Picked up by Johnson, and that's going to be it for the first half. And Scotty's got a word from the coach.
Coach, observation on the first half.
Did a good job of making them uncomfortable and taking, long threes. Biggest thing is we did a good job on the glass. Most of their points have come off second chance opportunities, but, overall we've done a good job on the glass, which is why we got out in transition, got some easy ones.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck second half.
All right, let's go take a timeout. We'll go to halftime as Colonels at the half will begin in just a moment. We'll come back with the halftime show with the Colonels leading 44-17 over Dawson Springs as you are listening to Colonel Basketball tonight, brought to you by ATA CPAs and ATA Advisories. Back after this.
A sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Looking for something nice? Phone numbers? Emails? You're done.
McAfee Plus is like having a private detective who helps take back your data from sites selling it.
Last Friday was one of the coolest nights at UT's. Our players competed in the trade ball tournament.
Stoner, thank you. Notably, no Lakers score in your update, but that guy would be very interested. Above and Beyond, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. Some stars from around our nation today. Jaden Epps in the win over Syracuse. Evidently, this is a graphic just built to make fun of our alma maters.
Is that so?
Syracuse loses.
Ohio
Auburn
State
wins by what, 38 over Ohio State.
I didn't see that score until you made it a point to show it to me.
Yeah, I just wanted
I was minding my own business.
I wanted you to be aware of it. That's all.
Why?
Just in case somebody came up to you. James Breeding is coming over to talk to Jimmy here for a moment. But see what's going on around college basketball. Some big news, but the biggest news, if you're a college basketball fan,
right here.
Dick Vitale, who is one of the most genuinely kind, wonderful souls on the planet, has announced that he's cancer-free. And that man, I had the privilege of working with him once. And the kindness that he has shown and shows all of his partners in the world of college basketball. Dick, we are so thrilled. The news is wonderful. It put a smile on all of our faces, and we cannot wait to see you at a game again.
Listen, we take for granted a lot of times our health.
Yeah.
And as we tend to get older in life, you see how valuable and how much more you have to really take care of yourself. And when you see somebody fighting like Dick Vitale, who's an icon, as not just a personality, but as a person.
He transcends networks, you know, Dick Vitale, and just seeing him, you know, next to me and seeing the throng of people at the game that we did. Just love being around him and the energy that comes off of him.
But it's authentic because he loves the game and he loves young people. He had a great relationship with all of the coaches.
Yes.
You know, he didn't beat and hammer on these young men when they played the game. He was really a positive force. And when Dickie V said your name, when he mentioned you, bro, your stardom took off.
Yeah, that's true. Dick, we're thinking about you, and we're so happy to hear your news. UConn by 3, playing without Samson Johnson, who will not return to this game. We are told by Connecticut that too is pure for Jalen Stewart.
Who said that the mid-range has no value? That time it was an excellent decision by Stewart. Couldn't get by his defender. Beautiful move.
Off roll, shoulder fake for 2.
Patience, little crab dribble, one-on-one defense. Excellent footwork and outstanding touch that time by Hawkins High.
19 points in a state title game in the suburbs of Chicago for Braden Huff. McNeely unlucky. Gonzaga can tie with a 3. Back and forth first half. We still have 22 minutes plus in this thing. Nembhard, nifty, yes.
Yeah, but Mahaney did everything he could. He cut Nembhard off, but the outstanding handle and change of direction, and even off balance off one leg, Nembhard still had the touch to let it rattle the rim a little bit and eventually fall in.
Mahaney aggressive, just missed it, spun it off the rim. Ajayi running point, and now battle.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades. To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Yeah.
1999 put both of these programs on the college basketball landscape in a big way. Caravan will go to the free throw line for 2.
Jason, let's go back to the last play with the double team of Huff inside. Now watch when the double team comes down. Here is now the trailer running down the line. Hassan can't hold because right now he's beat. And the pass is beautiful because it was a read and react. It was
happened when you least expect it. You're involved?
Jalen Stewart down on the double team and came and trailed right in behind him. And that's a counter to that double team coming from the top.
And you're basically turning the other defender into a defensive back. Like, you know where you're going. He doesn't.
He doesn't. And that's what you're supposed to do. So that time, Ajayi diving, even if he doesn't get it, you're going to have a read replace up top with a guard that's going to be open for a shot. And those two actions are extremely difficult. You can't take both away. That time, Bulldogs were able to get a nice layup inside.
Very well executed. Now UConn 9 for its last 9 from the foul line after not getting to the free throw line in the first 12 minutes. Nembhard so cool. He'll snap off a jumper. It's no good. Healy on the gas pedal. Diarra undeterred until the finish line by Huff. Healy squared up. Diarra.
Caravan flash, didn't get it. 8 to shoot. McNeely off the screen from Stewart. Euro step is nice. What a half for McNeely. Everyone's standing. It feels like the end of the game. It's the end of the first half. Stromer, step inside. That's no good. McNeely gets hammered with 6 seconds to go in the first half. He'll go to the line.
You know, some players just have an it factor and something in them, even when they're young.
Want to turn hair loss into hair gains? With Hims, discover a range of prescription treatments in a variety of convenient forms, like the quick-drying 4-in-1 spray. Products are formulated with doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil, so you can stop hair loss and regrow hair in just 3 to 6 months for more confident hair days. Regain thick.
If Gonzaga can't score.
First one good. His great-grandfather, his grandfather, his mother, all D1 basketball players in the state of Texas. UConn pried him out of Texas.
How about that? I mean, from, you know,
By
right
way
there
of
in Plano.
Montverde.
Yeah, right there in Plano. So, again, being around the game allows him to be a little bit ahead of his time, so to speak.
13 in his first half. Nembhard wants to go. He's got to the rim. Yes! A fitting curtain down in Act 1 at Madison Square Garden. Both teams made over half of their field goals in the first half.
The savvy veteran, not dissuade at all. Take my time. Garrett, man, I love you, bro, but you're
coaches, right?
In the first half.
In the first half.
Now
But now
we're
in the
good to
second
go.
half, it's a done deal.
As soon as we get it to 30.
All right, the ball is brought in.
We got 7 of 12 shooting from 3. We do that every game. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice to take that on the road with us. All right.
Especially
ball,
UHA.
Ball is taken away. Turned over by Johnson, bringing it up. Right side is Blue. He'll dribble the paint. Nice feed. That's a block. What do we got? I think the second or third block now. Down to Davenport for the layup. And it is good. And the Colonels off to a quick start even after turning the ball over. 46-17. Right side it goes across the midcourt stripe to Blue. Back it goes out front to Montgomery Johnston. Left side to Plunkett. Plunkett back outside. And they will reset their offense into the paint. And Deaver with the shot that's no good. Tapped around and coming down with his Borland. He tries to give it to a teammate cutting, but throws it behind him. And the Colonels will race the other way. A long three-point shot back iron, no good for Davenport. He taps it ahead. Now he's got it. There's a scrum, and it's going to be a tie-up. And Dawson Springs has the possession arrow. It will go over to the Panthers.
That one would have failed when he got that running clock.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I guess we would. We got a 29-point advantage here.
How dare him miss that?
Yeah, especially after the night that Davenport has had.
No doubt. Last night, too.
In the corner with it is Blue. As Rex will get it out front to Borland. Borland to the high post to Deacon Deaver. He'll hand it off to Johnston. As we see the Panthers running an offense, driving on the basket, tipped on the shot. Blue, and it's tipped by Suggs. The other end we go, out front to Johnson. He'll take the three, and it's good.
Running clock.
That is a running clock three-pointer, and three-pointers brought to you by former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use Walker's initials, WB, to signify a Henderson-made three-pointer. Left corner from Borland is no good. And the rebound controlled by Dawson Springs. Out to Deaver. Deaver to Borland. Borland with it now up front to Plunkett. Left corner to Blue. His three is no good. Tapped around and hauled down by McKinney. Midcourt he goes to Davenport. Down low and missed the layup. Was Suggs. Didn't have his feet under him to try to dunk the basketball.
I think he was going to try to dunk it.
Yeah, he was definitely going to try to do that. Down it goes to him again. He turns on the basket, spins, and scores for Elijah Sugg. How many is that for Elijah now, Scott?
9 points.
Not bad at all. As the senior looking to get into double figures again tonight. With the basketball, 51-17. Henderson leading it. Deaver drives on the basket. That one is blocked. And it looked like these Panthers wanting goaltending there.
It probably was.
Could have been. Now he's going to get a technical foul for his troubles. And it's going to go on the bench of Dawson Springs. That'll be the only thing right now that will stop the clock is free throws and technicals. And this time you're going to get both.
We've already got a running clock.
Davenport will shoot the technical. First one is on the way. Rims out, no good. He'll get a second. .505 remaining, third quarter. It's already, as we said, and Coach Mickey Blue alluded to it, a running clock situation. Second shot is good. And Trayston Davis, along with Amari Stewart, will come into the game for Henderson County. Stewart wears 0. Trayston Davis, 30. And the Colonels will bring it across there with 5 minutes remaining in the third. 35-point advantage. Branson kicks it over to in the corner to Amari Stewart, out of bounds. It remains with Henderson County. Into the backcourt it goes to Dwayne Moss. Moss dribbles across the three-point line. Now back out to Davis after getting it into him. Three-point shot from Branson, no good. And a rebound from Henderson County. And a left-handed layup driving to the basket is good for Trayston Davis. And we'll write that down as a Farmers Bank of Henderson three-point shot.
Davis now with 6 points, 5 rebounds.
Borland's got it, spins, gets it out to Johnston. He'll take the three and he'll knock it down.
Nice shot by that young man.
It certainly was. Certainly was. Out front, it'll be a three-point shot up and good. That's Amari Stewart getting his first bucket of the game. It's a WB3 as 3 points are brought to you by former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner.
We got 9 makes now.
Three-pointer this time. Johnston not able to knock it down. Out it goes after the rebound from Sugg up to Branson. He dribbles across the three-point line in the corner. Moss will take his first three of the night, no good. And it's knocked around off the touch by Blue. Well, they missed that one. That was clearly knocked out. Clock is running, and 3 minutes and 10 seconds as Dawson Springs will bring it in. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A game that's going to end quite early tonight. But Johnston weaves through the paint, gets to the glass, can't make it. Blue hustles for the rebound, gets it out front, and they throw it in the backcourt, but they let it go.
Save.
They let that go. And into the corner it goes to Blue. He goes back down court, or back down low. Out front it goes. Three-point shot from Plunkett is no good, and Davis has another rebound.
6 now.
Moss has that one knocked off of him by Borland. That's going to be the that's going to be the first foul of the quarter. Second one on Borland of the game, and Jaron Byram comes in. Davenport also comes in. This one, he's for Henderson. 57-20. Clock running near 2 minutes. Right at it. Left in the third. Tonight's game is brought to you by ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory. And a layup is good. They get a nice inbounds play there. Davis knocks it home.
We've got a lot of those this year. Layups, all out of bounds play.
Out front it goes to Johnston. We want to thank our video sponsors, Hargis Collision and Owensboro Health, Henderson Healthplex. Down low to Blue. Turns around off the glass. No good. And rebound out of bounds. Braden Williams, one of the new players into the game for Henderson County. Now Lakin McKinney will return, and he'll replace Moss. Clock running under a minute 20 left in the third quarter, with Dawson Springs taking it out just to the right of their own basket. Plunkett gets it in. Out front it is. Plunkett comes back in, gets the ball. Now in the corner it goes to Rex Blue. His shot no good, and McKinney with the rebound.
He's got 7 boards tonight.
7 boards for McKinney. He'll go coast to coast, and that one's knocked out off of him and out of bounds. He'll get the foul. Clock running under a minute to go as Cole Branson looks to come back in. Customary, they'll stop the clock when it gets in the hands of the shooter.
I was just getting ready to say, I don't even understand that. Just
yeah,
let it run.
That's just part of it, I guess. All right, substitutions returning Xavion Johnson and Cole Branson, replacing Davenport and Traysden Davis. Davis has had a quality night, a very good night in limited minutes. 39.3 seconds remaining in the third. Second shot from McKinney rolls in. 61-20. As Johnston will jog it up for Dawson. Goes over to Plunkett. His three is off the rim, out of bounds, and it's going to be Henderson's basketball. This will probably be the last possession as the clock is at 20 seconds and counting.
They are just 4 of 18 from Trayville.
Yeah, they knew they was going to have to. Dawson was going to have to hit a lot of threes to make this and keep it competitive. The combination of them not hitting the three and the Henderson has been hitting it has been
we made 9.
Part of the reason. Three-pointer from Byram is no good, and the foul, nope, they are going to get a foul.
On us.
And we'll take a timeout. That's into the third quarter, 61-20. Henderson County leads it over Dawson Springs. You are listening to Henderson County basketball on WSON.
North Carolina.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Dylan Cardwell slams in 2 of his 10. Louisville taking on number 5, Kentucky. Chucky Hepburn, the former Wisconsin Badger, with the drive in the reverse lay, and he finished with 26.
He's had a fantastic season, but speaking of fantastic seasons, how about Mark Pope's squad? This is Lamont Butler. Was perfect from the field today, Rob. Perfect.
4th player ever at Kentucky to go 10 for 10 or better from the floor in a game. And with battle leads the Zags with 11. They're down 3 the second half from the Rowdy Garden. Coming up on the backside here on Fox.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family.
All right, welcome back. As the fourth quarter is underway, trade the headache of trying to do everything yourself for the relief and confidence of working with an expert. For more details, visit ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory in downtown Henderson or go online to atacpa.net. ATA Business Amplified. First possession for the Colonels comes up empty with the ball and knocked away and stolen by the Colonels, picked up by Braden Williams. He hands it off to Xavier Johnson. There's going to be a foul on Montgomery Johnston. Johnston fouling Johnson on the play. That's the third foul on Montgomery, and the first here in the fourth quarter. Amari Stewart will check in for Cole Branson as the youth movement continues for the Colonels as Little is into the game for Henderson County, number 23, Travis Little. That was stolen by Blue, and he's going to head the other way. Blocked on the way up, but pulled down by Johnston of Dawson, and a foul on the play. It's going to be on Jared Byram of Henderson County. Jaron picking up his first foul. And that'll put Johnston at the line for a couple. First one on the way, and it's good.
Next week, another busy week on the radios. We'll have a game Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. 2 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah, we got the Thursday girls game is the only game at home this week.
Yes, that is true. But some big-time matchups. The boys will play UHA and Evansville North, and the girls will play Mater Dei and Castle.
2 teams out of Southern Indiana for the Lady Colonels. Out front, it goes to Blue, dribbles down, kicks it out to Johnston. Back, he feeds it out in the corner to Blue, who gets it to Plunkett. Plunkett back to Blue, being guarded by Byram. Byram will now switch off, and he'll tap it off of, he thought he did. And a foul is called on the play on Byram. And for Jaron, that's going to be his second. Jack Dalton will come into the game for Byram. Number 33, Jack Dalton. 61-21. The Colonels now with a 40-point lead. And a tie-up. And they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay with them.
21 just tried to bully right past him. Could have been a foul on him there.
Yeah, just as well. 3-pointer from the corner is good from Blue. And that makes it a 61-24 game. Henderson with it. Johnson goes left side to Dalton. Dalton to Little. Back in the corner to Dalton. He goes down low. Williams turns and fires back iron. No good. And it's cleared by Plunkett. Out front with it is Johnson over to Blue. He thought about the 3, got it back to him, over to Deaver. Plunkett's 3, no good. And Travis Little will clear the carom. Gets it over to Johnson. He spins, has it knocked away. And they're actually going to say he dribbled it out of bounds. Multiple substitutions for Henderson County. Going to say number 21. I don't have a 21 in the book. Shot is good. A 3-pointer from the corner.
Blue.
For Rex Blue. That's his third of the game. I don't have number 21 in the book.
There could have been a foul on 21.
That can't be because
on the board they put 5. Yeah, they put it on Byram. Another one on Byram, I guess.
Well, that last one might have been, but Byram's not in the game.
I know. But they didn't put nothing on the board. Oh, no. The ball was out of bounds.
Right. I'm talking about there's not a 21 on this roster for Henderson County. Yet he's on the floor right now.
Oh.
I know what his name is.
That's Hall, yeah.
But he's not in the book. That's a technical. Out front it goes. Blue will take a long 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound is up and in. by Blue, following his own shot. Great hustle by the young man. Walking it up is Little. He'll go left side to Dalton. They'll go high post. Taking the shot is Rush. Is Jack Ryan into the game. And looks like Clay Hall with the basket. Under the basket there, that is.
Yeah, Hall's in the book. It's just.
Wasn't in that book.
Wrong number.
That's still a technical.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't a technical. I just said he was
I know who he is. I know who Clay Hall is. I'm telling you, he's not in the book officially.
I was just telling you his name.
I know his name. You know, I do these games too. When you're over here, I'm over there.
I got to coach him, so I definitely know his name.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. 2:52, clock running. Henderson 63, Dawson 29. As Colton Thompson into the game for the first time. Maybe this season, first time I've seen him in a ball game here at Colonel Gym, which is the only games I've been to so far, the home games. Down low it goes to Deaver off the glass. It's going to stay, and a chance at a three-point play for Deacon Denver. It's on Colton Thompson, his first, team's fourth of the quarter. And the free throw is no good. Picked up by Blue. He gets it out front to number 21, Montgomery Johnston. Back out front to Blue it goes. And Plunkett will take the long three and cash in on it.
He's got 11 now to lead Dawson Springs.
Under 2 minutes remaining in this one. Inside the rush, back out it goes. Into the paint, blocked by Deaver, or Dever that is. Coast to coast, and the layup is good by Johnston of the Panthers. Officially, 90 seconds remaining in this.
Colonel's going to go to 4 and 2.
Yeah.
The big matchup with the Blazers Monday night in the little bitty cracker box.
Landon Smith, left side he goes, and there's going to be a foul. Looks like it's going to go perhaps on Blue, and it does. Jaron Byram returns to the lineup. He'll replace number 15, Jack Ryan Rush. Taking it out will be Smith across the way in front of the student section.
Toughest place to play a high school game, it has to be UHA. We're talking, if you've never been there before, if you've ever been to Chandler Elementary is more spread out than UHA. That tight. And just that amount of seating for a high school game. Gosh.
Just enough, huh?
And the weird kind of tart, it's a tart floor. It's like rubber.
Shot by Hall underneath is no good, and a tie-up. And out of bounds to Henderson County on the change of possession. This will be probably the last possession of the game. Out front it goes, 10 seconds. Henderson just going to hold it. Out front to Smith, now to Thompson. He'll go down low to Hall, and that's going to be the ball game with your final score. Henderson 63 and Dawson Springs 36. We got a lot to get to in the post game, and we'll get right to it.
Where you allow the physical contact, albeit it was some contact to display on. EK still had the ball in a position to score inside.
He's going to go after Singare. And the problem with that foul is if you call that one on Reed, then you have to call every contact that looks like it, right?
And that's unfortunate because now the rhythm and flow. Now see the reach right there. That's where the foul is at. I mean, Singare, you can't do that. You can't reach. You're in good position. Why reach? Use your lower body and don't allow the official to kind of call that call.
Further up the bench, Luke Murray, the assistant for UConn, was pointing to his chest to say, use your body on the defense. That's beautiful defense by UConn. It's going to stay with Gonzaga. Boy, watching McNeely off the ball, he has been really impressive, just energy-wise.
Well, look,
Play. Queens native Hassan Diarra makes it an 8-point game. That was 3 on Ajayi. So foul trouble mounting for Gonzaga, and so is the noise. Battle was a stopper in the first half. That's a dive for Greg that won't go, and it's off the fingertips of Connecticut, and Diarra out of bounds.